with that, I guess from a programming standpoint, if you have an ability that lets you equip an additional item to a slot, so then your character can use new moves, I guess it makes sense to do it that way instead of just having like the ability trigger on transformation or something, which you could do. Oh, that's a lot of darkness.
What it used to be. Who knows? Maybe even something better. There's still a lot to do, but I'm sure we can handle everything.
So from what I can see, that stuff is just like weird black goo.
And that. We'll handle them. Well, that's good to hear. So, Sora,
Yep.
do you know what's going on then?
There's this guy, Pete, who's been going around flying with the Hardens. But he's not smart enough to tie his own shoes.
Yep, he's
The
a
ones we
dummy.
need to worry about are the nobodies.
Amble's organization for 10 guys.
So they completely write off Pete. He's basically a nuisance. There's one good thing about Pete. I'll bring it up in a little bit once we get to a few other worlds, and it becomes more apparent.
This calls for a celebration.
We get an introduction to our baddies here. So the defense system, the gates to the main area of the city closed, even though we're already heartless there. I guess this is a way they want to just prevent the nobodies from getting in there. So if you do the reversal ability near any of these dusks, they all actually become stunned, which is pretty interesting. So speedrunners have a specific sort of strat for this. I think they line up, so they kind of have, and then they use Blizzard, which I kind of. I'm not doing a good job. I'm not focusing. Oh, Blizzard's. That's on circle. Should change that. So with two finishing pluses, you actually get two Blizzards. Because now in this game, you can combo magic and physical attacks together. Oh, I haven't even seen that before. So apparently, Squall was knocked out there, which I've never seen that before. So once he goes into his limit, his range is like way higher. This was pretty sloppy, in my opinion. But as always, you get fire element from him, which is pretty cool. In this game, they did a rework to all the magic, so Blizzard is now your shot projectile. So they're all making fun of us. It's basically whoever's left of the Organization 13.
Organization 13! Good, now we can settle this.
And here I thought.
I think if we were to fight them right now, I think I could take pretty much all of them at once. I mean, in a row, not at once. That'd be ridiculous. So this character is very important, actually. Way more than most of the other organization members.
You said get out of the way!
He's number 2.
Yeah. You can talk all you want, but that won't change. See, that would work if I were just any old dude.
Yes.
Except I'm not. I'm with the organization. Nothing any old problem.
Well, tough talk for someone who stood on the sidelines while his nobody flunkies did the fighting.
Oh dear. I think you got the wrong impression.
You gonna cry?
As if. Why don't I remind you how tough the crowd you're dealing with really is?
Remind me. Yeah.
So you forgot everything about the Organization 13, which were the main villains.
Used to give you that same exact look.
I guess you think you can psych me out by saying really random stuff.
Gee, I just don't know.
So this was like a crazy taunt, sort of.
Good boy now.
I guess they want to see if Roxas would respond after being combined with Sora.
We'll be in the same room.
Oh, I think he was just trying to confuse you.
Yeah, you're right. Only one me.
Eh.
The Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Sora. That's pretty funny. Okay, so since all the worlds are disconnected again, there has to be new sort of pathways through life. So now, this time, certain items and objects in the world will react to the Keyblade and kind of help forge like a path to the new world that they're trying to get to by unlocking the pathway so they can actually use the gummy ship to leave. Which, I mean, seems kind of sad. So technically all these people are trapped here forever. Even if they didn't know or had ways of leaving the planet, since there are no pathways to travel to, I guess they're essentially stuck, which is crazy. For, you know, a universe that has space travel, I guess.
Now I get it. That must have been the gate Yen Sid talked about. Sorry to run, Leon. But other worlds are calling.
Organization 13. They look tough. Be careful.
See you soon.
So Leon has basically taken like a kind of like a guardian role to Sora. And even in the first game, he's the first character that picks him up and kind of like in the beginning of each game sets him off into a path. He is one of Nomura's earlier creations as like a full 8 cast, similar to 7. So a lot of those characters are either very important to the story or have essential roles in side plots.
Straight an arrow, pure of heart, unlike all of us here. Keep happy, or else he's worthless. I truly hope he's enjoyed himself on his adventure.
Oh yes.
Maybe he'd like a hand to determine his fate.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor, we can let him do what he wants for now. Then we'll all jump in if needed.
Those are bold words coming from you. Are you saying you'll volunteer to take care of if things go wrong? Huh?
What? Me? No, you have the wrong guy. I'm not comfortable with that.
Characters who make other councils. When was the last time I really wondered this? True words were never spoken. Well, I suppose the fun would have to wait. Do you know what happens to those who lose their true purpose? Inevitably, they destroy themselves.
So you kind of get a little bit of that sort of round table scene from the first game where the villains have some banter that kind of introduces their personalities as they kind of scheme to destroy the Keyblade wielder or to do whatever goal that they're trying to achieve, which we don't know yet, but we kind of do. And you also get to see how they leave the room. They just teleport. which a lot of people are confused about. How do they get on the chairs? The chairs go up and down, but essentially you can just teleport to them. I mean, if each person is assigned a chair, you can always teleport to it. No one else is considered your chair. So right now the doors are locked. We gotta play some of these to. Okay. So in speedrunning, most routes they want you to actually go to this world first, and then go to Mulan. This world is harder though, but we can do it. It'll actually make some parts of the Land of Dragons like way easier, to be honest. So. Okay, so unlike the first game, the Gummy ship is way revamped. It's so much nicer.
Bring it on.
Gotta change one thing though. Okay, for auto. You don't really need to actually kill anything. You could just similar to how they used to do the speedruns in the first game. But I think if you do kill stuff, you can just get some upgrades, which I don't know, they don't matter too much, but. Maybe I might want to do them, or I guess I can farm them later to get like the S rank or whatever. Because doing gummy ship missions, oh I see now. Doing gummy ship missions only gives you stuff for gummy ship missions. You don't get any like actual like game like out of like items for Sora. So if you can tell, like those green ones, they have the nobody symbol on them. So technically those are nobody crafts. And this ship right here, this weird shark thing, has a heartless symbol on it. So technically these are all craft like nobodies in shape of ships, or ships that have nobodies on them. It's not clear. Similar to the heartless. I think I'm done. Like a little bit more like that. If you don't kill that guy right away, it actually lets you skip this, and then you end up like right here, which is the end of the mission. So the enemies with the different color give you the items, but if you also note that some enemies are already red, so that would mean, okay. So this is a Heartless ship that's huge. He actually looks like one of the secret bosses, Kurt Ziza, if you remember that from the first game. This is fun. So like my gummy ship isn't even that good right now. Oh, I should be shooting him. Couldn't beat him. Sucks. Doesn't matter. Even on critical, you don't really take that much damage. So the missions are actually what makes this newer gun ship more fun. Yep. Okay.
Hey, what is this place?
It sort of blew me, don't you think?
I wonder who lives here.
That's how you know.
Hey, does anybody else recognize that?
Hey, that's the beast.
Maybe we should check up on it.
Look,
Inside that room. Ready? You can lose this fight also. You don't have to worry. Oh, we could use fire to take care of these guys. Without using the finisher. There we go. Easy fight.
come on, enough already.
So the Heartless are afraid of the beast, so when he comes in and beats them up, they don't come back. This is also where Beast left his rose, so I guess that's why they're also here. Technically, it's like his heart.
Question time. What?